So yesterday, as part of our demo session, day one, we discussed about that what is cloud, what is the cloud applications, and what is the cloud platforms, and what is the Oracle cloud tools, and what about Oracle supply chain management. So these discussions are happened for yesterday's demo session. Today's demo is very clear session. Very clear. Somebody is asking something. Good morning and questions how the database is refreshed and Redwood. Yeah, we'll discuss. We'll discuss all those things. Okay. Now, so this is a completely a session. So we have a very clear cut agenda today. So we want to see how live SCM exposure market in current today. Just take it today, this minute, right? So from the different job portals, that is the one. And one more is for if you are joining this course, how your career roadmap is there, right? So if you are joining this course, what are the different types of roles which is available in the supply chain management market? Okay, these discussions is very clear. And one more is syllabus and application related things we need to see. Five points is our agenda. Live SCM exposures and what is your roles and responsibilities, how many roles and responsibilities, and what is the positions once you are joining any IT company after this training, and what is your career roadmap if you are joining this course, what is your positions, and what is the syllabus copy. So how the application is look and feel, and what is the setups and maintenances, how you are working and where you are working in the application level as for the business requirement. That is what today's topic. Okay, let's first we need to discuss about live SCM. So I don't want to be like hide anything. So I'm opening my Naukri account and as well as for my LinkedIn account. Just make it for the query Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management. Even we call it is this December is a dead month for IT recruiting for any positions. Either you can take any position in the IT market. It's a dead month. But in the dead month also, how positions and what is the which companies are offering, right? Multiple positions that we can see from Naukri and as well as from LinkedIn. Okay, I'm just opening my LinkedIn. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn. Okay, so if you are searching with Oracle SCM, functional consultant, or else you just type it Oracle Fusion SCM, right? So 5 days back, PrimeSoft, Tata, TCS is every day we have a number of openings, right? So 1 week back, 3 days back. So you just observe it, right? From the Oracle, there is a number of openings from Oracle Corporation India, right? Number of openings, but very less consultants are applying to this. Even they are asking for nominal questions and standard questions in the training in the interview point, but the consultants are very less, right? You can scroll here, right? How many openings are there from the Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management, right? So in the Oracle product, either it is a finance or either it is SCM or HCM, anything, Oracle products have a good number of openings, even in the December. Okay, in the December. From January, February, and March, you can't believe that no consultants will be available in the market. So that is what our future related roadmap, how demand it is there, right? So just scroll like this, 4 days back, 2 days back. It's all about 2 days back, 1 week back, right? So this is a platform which is getting a number of calls for the opening related. Okay, this is my Naukri account. I have only limited people are there, around 5,000 people are there. So in this circle itself, I am showing you. Okay, if you take another Naukri account, this is the Naukri account. Okay, I just want to type here Oracle Fusion SCM functional consultant. Let's type. Why I want to show you, I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to be exaggerated anything, right? So you just see the market, even it is in the December, how the market is demanded. Okay, Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management Consultant, P2P and OTC and SCM, basic thing. If you are following the training, if you are following the time, but they're expected for 8 to 12 years, 5 to 12 years, 5 to 15 years, something, but you have a good knowledge and you have a good exposure in the supply chain management business, right? So you'll be hiring even if you have a 3 years of experience. Some of the companies are offering trained freshers. Some of the companies 2 years or 3 years for testing purpose. Once the configurations are completed for their testing purpose, they are hiring for 2 and 3 years candidates also. But the packages, you feel that fresher candidate is getting for very less amount. Don't be like that. Okay, a functional consultant have a basic salary which is starting from the 3.5 and 4. Even it is a trained freshers. If you have a 2 years of experience, if you have a 2 years of experience, around 6 to 8 lakhs you are getting. So about 2 years. So I will be giving a roadmap how much salaries you have. Okay. Now just think about how many openings in the market. It's not a simple companies. It's all about top level 5 companies. Okay, this is just open market where candidates are regularly applying their jobs and recruiters are posting their job market in these social platforms. One is for Naukri, one is for LinkedIn. So this job portal level they are applying to us, right? They are posted their openings and the candidate are applying. So this is the basic platform. In this basic platform, you are getting a number of positions. But how many members are applying to this? Very less people. Very less people. Right. So this is just for your example purpose. I'm showing here. Okay. So this is the open market, how demand for Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management Consultant. Okay. And the syllabus copy, which we discussed yesterday, the syllabus copy also we will share it. But before that, we need to discuss regarding for the syllabus copies. Okay. The positions related, and I'll show you. So real-time market, how openings are there. It is just a 2025 I discussed, December. In 2026, how market is there. It's a blasting market is there. I don't want to be exaggerated once again. Okay, it's a blasting market is there. So this is a right time to update your skills and migrate your current positions to the Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management Functional Consultant. Okay, now, so here, so you are started by your trainings. So as a beginner levels, it is there. Intermediate core functional skills. If you have a 5 modules core functional skills, if you have that, right, you are in the intermediate. Advanced means let's you are explained regarding for the project scenario. Project scenario, nothing but the business having some requirement, the business having this type of process flow, how you can configure that, how you can make a successful transaction in the application level. That's the advanced. Intermediate, nothing but so they are configure the application level and they are testing over that. They're testing over that, but recorded for all these. But solution architect related, they cannot think about that. Even we have a lot of positions for the intermediate and beginners levels also. Okay. Now, live working application demonstrations, I will show you how this application is there. Daily what we are doing in the application. What is your responsibilities? What is roles? What is your activities every day? If you are joining, either it is implementation or support or rollout or enhancement project or freelancing, anything, if you are joining any position, what is your daily activities in your IT job once you are joining this Oracle Fusion Functional Consultant position? Okay, what is your daily activities? I will show you in the application level. Okay, now we are dealing, we already discussed about that. We are deal exclusively for the core modules. One is for inventory, procurement, order management, and costing. And the product management, it is coming along with the inventory management. At the time of dealing with inventory, so we will be dealing with product management also, but the core modules we will discuss on here. So these core modules are implemented. If you take 100 out of business clients, right, 99% of the business clients are implemented any of these two modules in their businesses. 99%. 80% will implement it five modules. Only 10% or some 5%, they are implemented only one module. Okay, most of the times they are using any two of modules, 80%. But you are trained all the five modules, core modules. You'll be training and getting the content and getting the setups and getting the documentation for all the five modules. But when you are joining into the company, you need to work on any two modules or three modules. If you have a good exposure, you have a good communication skills, then you will be working on the three modules. Your package is good, around it's above 20 LPA, then the organization will assigning you three modules. But we will train you all the core modules as expert levels, not for beginners. Okay, so you will be understanding from the beginners, and you feel that after training, you feel that you become expert on this SCM. Okay, we will discuss with the real-time business examples with the quoted of the projects. So on so project we will take, and we will discuss about that. In this project, what is the business requirement? How we can do in the procurement level, what configurations we need to, how navigate, everything step by step, we are giving in the navigations with the documentation. Okay, this is our core modules we are discussed in this training. And so along with that, right, so what is your roles? See, for example, there is a number of project types. Either it is as implementation or support. After this training, if you are on the market, right, you will get a job either from the implementation or support. Sometimes from the implementation and support, depended on the size of business. But most of the 90%, if you are working on the implementation, you are not getting any support project. Implementation, nothing but we already know most of the people, but who are beginners, implementation, nothing but whatever their business scenarios, business configurations, business expectations, business related structure of enterprise, everything will be deployment into the application level. So as a functional consultant, you need to set up as for the business. That is for the implementation. Implementation project may be in the Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management. If any business is implemented this project, it will take around 1 year for any project. Maximum 9 months up to production, right? After 9 months, 2 or 3 months will be the pre-production support will be uh, supported by the functional consultants who are working on that project, right? So implementation is the duration is 1 year. Sometimes if business is a very huge entities are there, there is a lot of expansions are there in their businesses. In such a scenario, it will take 1.5 years also for requirement gatherings and everything. Once the implementation is completed, what actually, see, for example, implementation is happened by the Infosys. Now, the business is decided, I don't want to be a Infosys as for the support, so I will move to this support related assistancy to other company, PwC or Wipro. Right. Then, then if you are joining as a IT functional consultant or Oracle Fusion functional consultant, then you are working on that project as a support consultant. Support consultant. What is your duties? You are getting some errors from the businesses. You are getting some issues, right? So you need to work on the resolutions. You need to provide the solutions to the business. That is your duties. Support project as for their agreements, as for their contracts. So the support project will be continuing 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It's dependent on their agreements and contracts, right? After that, enhancements. If business want to be implemented any enhancements, system improvements are support related, right? So in such a scenario, you need to work on the enhancements. Enhancement projects also be around 6 months or 1 year is there sometimes. Okay, you just make it for some add-ons in the application level and providing for the best solutions to the business. And rollouts also there. Rollouts, some rollout projects also there, and freelancing projects are there, right? If you are good knowledge already, you are working on some other companies, I don't want to be come back, but I want to support any functional consultant who is not handling good, then you can also support them with some percentage of amount. There is a multiple choices are there if you are learning this course, right? So that's the one thing. And still people are joining. Give me a minute. Yeah. And here, your career roadmap to SCM consultant. So basic current role is, so from non-IT or logistics or operations, or you are from the IT background, but growth is very less, right? Let's coming to the training phase, right? Let's make you as a SCM functional consultants. So once you are become a SCM functional consultants, the positions are very, very um, as what we call it as rapidly we can move on the future growth. Once functional consultant having a good knowledge and good exposure with a client, then you become a senior functional consultant. After that, principal consultant. After that, lead consultant. After that, you'll become a manager. So if you have a good experiences around 8 to 10 years, you'll become a manager. Right. The growth is also be very good. It is not a stopping even until I don't accepted the positions. I need only for senior functional consultant. If you are not accepted for lead consultant, then the company cannot force you, right? So otherwise, your positions will be always be rapidly changes. Along with that, CTC also will be increased. So this is just a brief about regarding the how SCM openings in the global market. So what is your current roles when you are joined in a IT company, right? Which modules you are going to train on this. So that is the best basic thing. Coming to the syllabus copy, right? Most of the candidates are asking regarding what syllabus we will be training you, right? So from 2026 or 2025, we already know the Oracle is released a number of new features. Either it is from the Redwood page site or AI, right? So don't think about we are missing those releases. No, we will be training you whatever the new releases are coming. So all these new releases we will be dealing on. this training. Redwood pages, AI related features, right? Wherever it is coming, how you can utilize that AI features, right? In the Redwood pages, how you can navigate the Redwood pages setups, everything we will be training you. Okay. So we are not missing anything. So here I am giving for a roadmap of how many days for the inventory, how many days for the product management, procurement, order management, and costing. Right. This is all about working days. We are not including on the weekends. Okay. This is all about working days. Now, coming to one by one, so we can deal with enterprise structures and user creations, right? How to create a user accounts and how you can create enterprise structure. Supply chain management is nothing but doing the transaction is not. Before doing the transaction business, we need some configurations in the application level. So that configurations will be working by the functional consultant. You are the functional consultant. You need to work on that configuration parts, right? If you are making all these configurations step by step in the application, then you become a functional consultant or senior functional consultant. But you need to understand some logic behind of the setup, right? We will be providing the logics and we will be providing the business scenarios. We will be providing for the project task and everything here at the time of explanation. Okay, don't worry about that. So you simply how to create a location, right? How to create a location? Let's create this location. No. So what is the purpose of that location? Where we can use this location? What is the controls on the location? Right. So everything we will be explaining step by step with business scenarios. Okay. So enterprise structure is the first one where we need to discuss. After that, we can start with inventory. Inventory is the first module. Inventory is the first module. Okay. So from the inventory, how to create inventory, how to set up the inventory organization in the application. So that's the first topic which is coming into the training level. And after that, what is the item setups? For these item setups, so what are the prerequisitions requirements? So all the requirements and what is their functionality, right? How we can configure with step by step, everything we'll discuss on the item setup level. Items are the core functionality of SCM, right? Without items, you cannot make the transaction between one location to another location. Without items, you cannot purchasing the material from the suppliers. Without items, you cannot sell the material to customers. If you take any transactions, item is the repository of center, right? So those item related configurations with keenly and step by step we will be explaining here. And after that, so once the organization setups and item setups are completed, immediately we can start inventory transactions, right? So inventory transactions nothing but from the application level how business user can do their inventory transactions, right? See, for example, business is asking my item can be transferred from one inventory organization to another inventory organization, right? How I can transfer the material? My item can be transferred from one sub inventory to another sub inventory. How I can transfer? Right. So if business is asking how we can transfer, it's a very simple. The navigation is very simple and the user also transfer the material very easily. I'll show you one inventory transaction, right, in the discussion itself. Okay, let's go to the application. This is the application, right? This is the application. So what is the topic? Inventory topic. The topic is inventory. So let's make it, I'm taking for one sub inventory to sub inventory transfer. Sub inventory to sub inventory transfer, nothing but stores to store, right? Stores to store, sub inventory transfer. So now business is asking, can I make a sub-inventory transfer with simple steps? Yes, we have a feasibility in the application, right? So how we can transfer, I'll show you. Right, inventory, right? Let's go to the supply chain execution, inventory management. I just want to show you how business friendly application this one. Right, from the inventory management, see here, this is the inventory management. Business can see these infolets and he just perform. Some of the open shipments are waiting for carriers. Hey, you just click on here and do it for next level. Right, how business will do the transaction? Just click on here, create sub inventory transfer. Create sub inventory transfer. So here he is selecting sub inventory transfer. So by default system is taking today date and he's selecting the line level. What is the item he want to transfer? Some one existed item I'm taking here. Now this is the item already in this organization 001 organization 31 quantity is there. Now you want to move the material from stores to stores to some sub-inventory locators, sub-inventory or staging or quarantine or completed sub-inventory. Now he is selecting from which sub-inventory, he is selecting which sub-inventory the material is received, right? See, for example, you are giving a money to your friend, you are the source. Your friend is receiving a amount, you are the, that your friend is a destination, right? Destination, where it is debited, where it is credited. In the source organization, it is debited. Here it is a credited. Simple thing. In your packet, your money is giving to your friend. What happened? Your packet is debited, your friend packet is credited. Simple. Simple. He's selecting how much quantity. Now you want to move the 5 quantity. 5 quantity. Let's submit it. This is what the business activities, user activities. Right. For this transaction related, as a functional consultant, you need to do the configuration, item configuration, sub-inventory configuration, inventory configurations, business unit configurations. This is just a matter of half an hour to create all this. Do you believe that? It's just a matter of 5 minutes. Okay. How friendly application this is? Just assume that how friendly this is. Okay. Now from the inventory transaction, all the inventory transactions we can perform here. Only this is the task level. We can perform all the inventory transactions. Okay. So while we are explaining what is the business use case, if business is asking this requirement, what is the feasibility, what is the flexibility, how it is friendly, what is the navigation, everything we will guide you. Not just like that, create sub inventory, yeah, khatam, sub inventory is closed. No. What purpose behind of this? What mechanism is working? Right. Everything we will navigate and we will discuss on this training. Okay. And coming to the next. That is,
Hi, Girdhar. May I have a question? At the end of session, we will move. Now, right now, I can ask.
sorry, Venkat?
I have a question in these transactions.
Yeah, please.
Let us move right now or end of the session. Let us proceed for next question to you or
So the
end of the session.
transaction, right? Transaction you are asking.
Yes, yes.
The transaction is completed. Already the material is moving from this.
Yes, got it. This is your user interface, right?
Exactly. This is user interface.
Okay,
What we will
functional.
do is next level I am coming.
Okay, okay.
Okay, next
Consultant level, how to identify the setups and configurations? How to identify?
Exactly. So for doing this transaction as a functional consultant, we need all these setups. We need
And
all
configurations. What is the difference between setups and configurations?
same. Both words are same. Both words
Okay.
setups are configurations.
Both
Right.
are same.
Both are same, but in the
Okay.
application terminology, we call it as a configurations.
Okay. Only consultant will have see the configurations and setups and
Exactly.
configurations and
Configuration.
also transactions. But
Exactly.
user cannot see the setups and configurations.
No,
Only
they don't
transactions.
have access. They don't
Okay.
have access. They don't know how to navigate that. That is what the functional consultants are getting high salaries, right?
Yeah, got it. Correct, correct.
Okay. Who are working on the end user activities, they are getting very less salaries. Who are
Only
working,
tasks.
exactly, who are working on the operational side, they are getting very less salaries. But who are working on the application configurations, that's what the functional consultants, right? They are
Okay.
getting highest salaries.
Behind number of logics and business scenarios we have to run.
Exactly, exactly. That is what we need to understand. Simple. But in my training, nobody can be getting any difficulty to navigate or making any setups to difficulty configurations. Everything we will be executed until execution only. We can move on the next setup, next
Okay.
transaction. We cannot skip. Okay. So
Okay.
this is
Thank you.
just user
Thank
interface,
you.
how feel and look is there. Okay. Now, so that's what the material related transactions. After that, there is some shipping related setups. Shipping means, for example, from Hyderabad to Bangalore, some material you want to ship or warehouse want to ship. So in between of that shipping, there is a transportation is coming. Transportation between two locations. What is the eligibility of transportation? So what carriers are coming? We have a lot of carriers, right? DHL is there, DTCC is there, right? Truckloads are there, train is there, airports are there, right? What transport they are using. So that also we need to configure from the setups level, right? Receiving setups, nothing but, for example, simple. Hyderabad is shipping the material to Bangalore. Now the Bangalore is receiving the material. For receiving related, what type of logics and configurations as a functional consultant you need to perform. So these setups and configurations, see, one more logic, you cannot decide anything. Everything is business will be provided. Business will be provided. Based on that, you need to configure. That's all. You no need to make independent decisions on your setups in the application level. Right. Everything business will be provided. Business will be provided. We have a shipping transportations like trucks are there, trains are there. We have a airports are there. Everything business will be provided. Okay. So based on that, we need to make a configurations. Whenever business want to select a transportation, so that list of value transportation will be appear. That is what business expectation. Okay. And the picking related, picking means some customer is book a some sales order or some customer is booking some iPhone. Let's assume that iPhone or some mobile, anything from Amazon or Flipkart. Order is created. Once the order is created, what Amazon employees will do, they are going to the warehouse and picking the material and packing the material and shipping the material, right? That is what the picking related processes will coming over here. Picking process. Okay, everything with the step by step business expectations, business scenarios we will deal on here. Then after that, some inventory controls are there. Inventory controls are nothing but simple. Simple inventory control is nothing but if you purchase a milk packet or if you are purchasing any food item, did you observe that there is a expiration date is there, there is a lot number is there. So by tracking of that lot number, business can find out what is the expiration date. If it is expired, system is automatically remove that material. System cannot remove, but system is not supported to the transaction. Right. So there is some inventory controls are there. Serial numbers. Serial number is nothing but in mobile or in your laptop. There is a serial number. Based on that serial number, when you are going to any services, right? They are simply tracking with your serial number. No, your warranty is expired. Your warranty is expired. How they are tracking? I'm purchasing in Hyderabad. But when I'm going to the service in Bangalore, but they are simply telling about that it is expired. Your survey, your warranty is expired. How this type of tracking is coming? The tracking is completely comes by the inventory controls. For inventory controls, what are the configurations? What setups as a functional consultant you will do on that? I'll be making on the training. Then after that, inventory replenishment plannings. Inventory replenishment plannings, nothing but, say for example, January 1st is coming. There is a lot of offers from the Amazon and Flipkart. Most of the people are searching for iPhone Pro 17, but stock is very less. Immediately system is identified that demand and creating one planning method and getting the stock. So as an employee, I'm unable to track all the items related statuses, but system can not forget. System is always following your conditions, right? So it automatically triggering the source of the material and business will getting the material, right? They don't want to be a less stock for high demand days, right? So that is what the replenishment plannings, right? Whenever the on hand quantity is less, automatically system is generated a source related documents and getting the material. So that discussion will coming in the replenishment plannings. After that, inventory accuracy methods. So in the name itself, we have a very clear cut accuracy, inventory accuracy, right? So let's take if you visit any stores, DMart or any other stores, some of the executives are holding some pad and paper. They are counting on the racks. Anybody is observed? Counting on the racks and putting how much stock is there,
Yes, yes.
right? So they are
Yes.
counting
Rag bin bucket concept is there.
system level, how much quantity is there? Physically, how much quantity is there? To find out this accuracy, in the application, Oracle Fusion application, we have a method called inventory accuracy methods to find out that accuracies. See, in the on-hand quantity, iPhones are there. In the on-hand quantity, that means in the physically on-hand quantity is 1 not 10 is there. 1 not 10 is there. But in system level application, 120 is there. System level on-hand quantity, 120 is there. But physically, it is 110 is there in the warehouse. There is some discrepancy, right? In system level, some other quantity, but in physically some other quantity, there is some discrepancy. How we can remove that discrepancy and how we can find out the accuracy, that methods will be coming in the inventory accuracy methods. It's a complete inventory related module. So up to this is all about inventory related. Inventory controls, inventory replenishment plannings, inventory accuracy methods, inventory transactions, right? Everything, whatever the business requirement. If business is asking so and so feasibility in this application or not, let's explain as a functional consultant. Yes, this is the future we have available in the application. We can use this. So as a functional consultant, we can guide them after this.
I have one question, Girish. This system versus the manual checking has to be done when customers are not inside the way inside the shop, right?
So customizations will be coming into the application. So as for your application related functionality and as for the warehouse functionality, right, what we will do is same replica we can do it in the system level. See, for example, physically how much quantity is there? 100 quantity is there. System level 100 quantity. How we can make the accurate, right? So there is a lot of parameters are there. Okay, there is a logics are there. Okay, so we will discuss on this. Okay,
Okay.
trainings. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is all about inventory related. The next core module is immediately on the procurement. See, this is the procurement modules. So procurement module, there is a number of business suits, procurement sub-modules. We call it as a procurement sub-modules, right? We have a supplier management is there. So in the supplier management, right, all the suppliers are created under the supplier management. Okay, so supplier management level, why the suppliers are required? See, for example, let's take Amazon or Flipkart, anything, simple examples. If Amazon purchase a material which is a Dell laptops. Amazon cannot directly manufacturing, right? What they will do is they are purchasing the Dell laptops from the dealer or supplier, right? So for the purchasing of their activities, the suppliers are the mandatory setups in the procurement. So the core setup is suppliers. Without suppliers, where we can purchase? Can't, right? So in same way, business level, the supplier setup is the core setups. Once the setups are completed, some of the procurement setups are there, right? For supporting of accountings, approvals related, right? If organization is purchasing 1 crore of material, right? 1 crore of material. It's not a simple amount, right? Immediately it is going for approvals. Some of the purchasing department approvals or finance department approvals or MD approvals or some higher authority approvals, how we can configure those approvals. So approvals management level we can discuss. And coming to the some of the transactional accounting builders, this is the accountings. So for which accounting, for which purpose we are purchasing so and so material in the organization. Laptops, 100 laptops, why you are purchasing the material? Which account is recorded that? So those accounting related, there is some logic accounting transaction setups are there. So in the procurement, so that will be discussing from here, tab related accounting sections. Okay, after all the setups are configured in the application, then we can start a procurement transactions. Procurement transaction. In the inventory transaction, what we will do? Transfer the material from one sub-inventory to another sub-inventory. Transfer the material from one inventory to another inventory. There is some functionalities, right? The business user can do that. In same way, business user can do here procurement, requisition creations. For requisition creation as a functional consultant, what setups needs to be required in the application level? So that setups will be performed by you, right? Simple setups, 1 hour setups. Within 1 hour setups, then you can provide the requisition creations functionality, but need to follow the logics and step by steps. Okay, so that's the requisitions creations. After requisitions, requisition is a draft copy. You're asking somebody's some quantity of amount, right? You just requested a money, right? But they are not processing to transfer, right? It is a requisition is nothing but a draft copy. Draft copy cannot become a order. So when it is become order, your child is asking, I need a laptop. I need a laptop, right? You cannot buy immediately, right? It is your child request. If you want to purchase, then you need to go for laptop showroom or laptop e-commerce website and finding that who is the best, which is the best laptop, and you can select and you can purchase. That is a purchase order. So requisitions and purchase orders related transactions will discuss on here. And after that, agreements. One of the important topic, agreements. Agreement is nothing but from purchasing department and supplier. What type of agreements? Agreements. So we are always purchasing material from so and so supplier. Then I will make some agreement. Now, when I am purchasing 100 laptops, you need to provide the discounts, right? So there is some agreement we'll be making between the buyer and supplier. Okay. So this is agreements related. There is a different types of agreements are there, right? So that agreements, what is the functionality when the business is using this functionality, that will be discussed on the agreements level. Types of receipts. Receipts are nothing but types of receipts, nothing but supplier is shipping the material to organization. So once the supplier is shipping the material to organization cannot receive blindly, right? See, you are getting a some laptop or some TV delivery from Amazon to your home, right? What happened? First of all, you receive the material. You need to check That means you need to inspection the material if any damages are there, anything is right. So first of all, you need to validate and check. In same way, supplier is shipping the material to organization. Organization cannot receive it blindly. So there is some receiving setups are there. So that receiving setups are coming from here, types of receipt level. After that, supplier portal. Supplier portal, nothing but employee login, right? Employee login. How employee login is there? What is the employee login purpose? You can monitor your accountings, right? It's like a bank account. You can monitor your bank balances, you can transfer, right? In same way, suppliers also some login users accounts are there, right? So from the supplier logins, they can acknowledge the purchase orders, they can acknowledge the RFQs, right? A lot of functionalities are there that we'll be discussing from the supplier portal level. After that, SSP, self-service procurement. Self-service procurement. Self-service procurement is nothing but employees need some material in the organization. You are working some organization, you need some material. How you can create a requisition? That requisition functionality will supported by the self-service procurement. Self-service procurement. It's a beautiful topic, self-service procurement, right? So it's a core implementation from the lot of businesses, right? So this is one of the beautiful topic from the procurement. And coming to the sourcing, top beautiful topic, sourcing. Sourcing nothing but negotiation. Negotiation nothing but simple thing in the bargaining. In our local English, bargaining. Right. Now the organization want to be 100 laptops. I have a list of suppliers. Dell supplier is there, Lenovo supplier is there, Samsung supplier is there. Which supplier is the best supplier? Who is giving the best quotation? Which supplier I want to purchase for my 100 laptops? So for that, sourcing is a mechanism, right? So getting a best quotation, even if you are joining this demo, in same time, lot of training centers, say from Bangalore or Mumbai or some others, right? There is a demos are going on continuously, right? You are joining this demo here and you are joining for some others institutes. What is the best trainer? Who is the best methodology following, right? What is the best quotation? What is the flexibility to discuss with the trainer? He is restricted to the candidates or he is asking to the open questions end of the training. You are evaluating everything, right? Before joining this course. Same way, if I want to purchase, I means organization want to purchase any laptops, they are making a best quotation, right, from the suppliers, right? Then only the purchase department will be purchasing the material. So that will be coming like RFQ. RFQ. Even if you want to purchase any car, you can get a quotation from the Maruti, Tata, and Mahindra as for your budgets, right? So the quotations will be coming into here in the sourcing topic. The last one is supplier qualification. Supplier qualification. Supplier qualification, nothing but assessments. If you are joining any company every 6 months, there is assessments from the HR department, right? Why they are doing the assessments? How much you are improved? What is your quality of deliveries? Right? So at the time of promotion, they are assessing some, they are sending some assessments. How much you are performing, what is your future goals. So that assessments will be coming into the supplier qualification. This is what completely procurement. Procurement will be a very lengthy topic, but it's a core module, right, from the businesses. And last one is order management. So in this top level, we discussed about product management. Product management is nothing but item creations and item specifications related and inventory related. So 3 modules are completed. Now the third one is order management. Order management. Order management is nothing but sales. Sales, company main profit and profit is revenue is sales, right? As a functional consultant, how you can work on this? what is the business requirements, right? What type of sales orders here, and how the mechanism is working, that you need to understand and make it the configurations, right? From here, O2C is coming. So from procurement, P2P is coming. In order management, O2C is coming. O2C means order to cash. From order creation to cash receiving. Order creation, nothing but, see, for example, simple thing. You are booking a order from the Amazon. Order is created. Then order is picking from the Amazon people. Amazon employee. Order is packing from the Amazon employee. Order is shipping from the Amazon employee. Then once order is shipped to from Amazon, what happened? It is coming to the in-transit location. From the in-transit location, delivery boy is picking the material and is coming to your home and deliver the material. Then immediately your mobile notification is coming, your order is delivered successfully. In between of that process, from order creation to your order receiving, then what is the process? So that will be recorded into the order management process flow. Right, here the pricing setups are there, discounts related, right? How we can set up the pricings and everything is coming here. The global order promising. Global order promising is nothing but to promise the customer your order will be delivered so and so scheduled ship date. We don't want to lose the customers, right? Customers is the prime revenue of company. They don't want to lose. See, today 8:30 to 9:30 there is a demo session. I am promising to you. If I am not taking a demo session today, then you are losing a trust. Right? You are losing a trust. No, this is not a good practice. Immediately you are raising this concern. Right? In same way, you are booking Amazon, delivery date is today, but Amazon people are simply telling about that your delivery is coming from next week. It is emergency. Right? So immediately as a customer, you feel that, no, it's a very bad experiences. I don't want this in the next time. Right? So to avoid this type of mechanism in the organization, they have some global order promising. Global order promising mechanism is there. After that, there is some different types of sales orders is there. Back-to-back order, drop ship, ship only, bill only sales orders, how it is working. Then we have some order hold functionalities. Hold means some customer is requested, I need a material next week. Can you please hold on this? Right? How the hold functionality is working. Those things will be coming into the hold functionalities. Some processing constraints. Processing constraints, nothing but order is created, but you want to update that order. Right? Order quantity is 10. No, I want only for 5 quantity. Order is already created in the system level. Is this system is allowing or not? So that will be coming into the constraints. Okay, that will be discussing over here. After that, inventory transactions, procurement transactions, order management transactions, everything is completed successfully. Then all the transactions are for the calculation of their revenues and debits and credits, everything which is coming into the cost management. So then the fourth module is cost management. Basically, this cost management, most of the times finance will be okay, but from last 4 to 5 years, the Oracle SCM functional consultants can perform all the setups and configurations and validations, everything, right? So must be a learning module. Okay, if you learn order management and costing, along with the costing, your package will be 20% higher than to normal consultants. Okay. And from the costing, we have two types of costing. One is for cost management, one is for receipt accounting related, right? So these both topics from the cost management, it's a very simple module, but we have a lot of logics needs to be required, right? End of the training session. So along with that, some of the technical discussions, approval group creations, approval rules related, OTBI, right? OBI, data migration related, those things will be discussing in this training, some technical topics. This is what a complete supply chain related syllabus copy, right? So if you have any queries, you can ask me on the syllabus copy. right? So if you don't have any questions, right? So tomorrow we will see for a session regarding how to create a user account in the application level. Simple, simple. See, you are joining any company or you are joining this training, right? How to create a user account, how to add the roles, how to make the setups, and what is the transaction, how we can do the transaction, that we will see in the tomorrow. Then you can decide how this flexible application, how I can like what is that your skill sets are suitable, you can decide on this. Okay. Yeah. Now the open questions, you can ask me the questions. I'll just stop the recording.